I'm fixing to hit Interstate 10. It's not near as intimidating as I thought it would be. Cold tortilla and cold Nutella. Didn't sound too good for lunch. Finally made it to the top. I don't care. It was absolutely worth it. Hey everybody, I've crammed about 4 days into episode 7. If this is your first time here at Blue Collar Backcountry and you like what you see, I hope you take a second and hit that subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. And just know that on this channel, there are no subscribers, only like-minded friends. Let's get into it. Good morning. Well, I did get a room at this place, Woodbine Inn. Try to remember what town I'm in. God. Campwood, Texas. You see way over there, there's an RV park. I wished I'd have known about that, because if I wasn't going to have internet, I could have paid probably half what I spent last night and slept right here by the river. No service at all, using my phone for intel. I didn't know this was here. I'm still deep in the Texas hill country. And even though you got some pretty good hills to climb, that's okay. I love it in the hill country. Anyway, I'm fixing to start a good downhill. Before I do, that reminded me of a story I heard on the radio where a lady called in and asked the state to move the sign because she didn't think that was a safe place for the deer to be crossing. From the road, I could see the top of that old steeple up there. It's an old church. And it's not locked. Let's go in and take a look. Looks pretty old, doesn't it? Under the leadership of Reverend Richard Galbraith, who came from Ireland in 1883. First service was held in this edifice Christmas Day, 1890. Wow, that's cool. I was coming down a good hill a little while ago. I didn't want to stop and ruin my momentum. But way back off the road, there was no cabin, shack or something. Couldn't really tell for the trees. But out by the road, there was an old faded out white sign with red letters that said Alice's. That's all it said. Some of y'all in my age group probably remember, step right in, it's around the back, just a half a mile from the railroad track. You can get anything you want at Alice's Restaurant, including Alice's Restaurant. Hey, don't cheat. Leave a comment below if you remember who that was that sang that song. Lunchtime?
How we doing, sir?
Doing good. I've been trying to watch my speed. Y'all ain't got me going too fast, have you?
No, you're doing all right. You just be safe out here, though.
Coming into Uvalde. Check out the water tower up there on top of that old Kincaid Hotel. That's how the old multi-floor hotels used to do it. They pumped it up to a big tank, and then gravity fed to all the rooms. Uvalde Opera. And another Texas courthouse. Right, thank you, sir. All right, fuel for the stove. Now, let's head south and, hopefully we can find a place to stealth camp. This may be the only stealth camping spot I could come up with on this highway, so we're going to take advantage of it. It's not my first choice for stealth camping, but stealth camping is kind of do it where you can. I'm about 10 miles south of Uvalde and headed for Batesville, Texas. And this road is long and straight. I'm out of the hill country. I'm back to that long, flattish, pretty much stuff. And fence lined both sides of the road forever. And that's just Texas. So we got the duplex set up. I think it's only supposed to get down to about 70 tonight. So I didn't break out the quilt. I've got that little poly silk liner just in case I need it. And then right over here we've got supper going. We'll see y'all in the morning. Good morning. Sleeping under a bridge is not necessarily the best place to sleep. I checked the weather forecast this morning. When I got out from under that bridge, I had a little service. And they're calling for thunderstorms for the next 3 days. Woo, baby. All I say is I hope I can get south of it. I realize when you're this far out that you're going to pay a premium. Stores have to pay a little bit more to have stuff brought to them because they're so far out. But good Lord, old Zavala's market here. Wow. I got Rosarita refried beans, some chicken breast for making tacos tonight, a couple of teriyaki beef sticks, and a gallon of drinking water. $16. Take a look again. 16 bucks. Well, that's what happens when you're this far out. I've been asked by a couple of people how come I didn't do this route in reverse. Because knowing the majority of the wind's going to be out of the south to southwest, I knew it was going to be a tough pull. But one of my reasons for it was to escape the colder weather up in North Texas. Now I have no phone service again, so I don't know if it did, but last night I think it was, or maybe not before last, it was supposed to snow or calling for snow in Amarillo.
We've had 8 to 10 inches of snow overnight. Highway 87 is closed in the northwest Texas panhandle. It's only going to increase in intensity as we go through the day. And an ice storm warning is continuing off to the east across parts of Oklahoma and northwestern Texas. Just to the east of this snow, that's where the frozen precipitation begins, and sleet and freezing rain. But we've got snow out here in the western Texas panhandle all the way through Amarillo. Winter storm warnings continue until 7 p.m. tonight.
Well, the past couple of miles it's been kind of weird. I've been fighting this headwind all day and worked up a little bit of a sweat. And now, the last mile or so, man, it's been swirling winds. 1 minute it's really warm, the next minute it's just plain cold. And that has been consistent for the last mile or so. So I think we got a cold front trying to push its way in against this south wind. 53-54% chance of thunder showers today. And you can see that it's not looking too mucho bueno out here. I can't help but laugh. This is not one of the most inspiring days of cycle touring. Oh God, it's still cold as crap. You can see what it looks like outside. It's still like a heavy mist. It has been the whole way. Anyway, every day can't be wonderful when you're out here doing this. But I've been lucky so far. You know, I fought the wind many days so far. But like I think I said earlier, at least I'm going south and going away from the worst cold fronts. Right now I'm in I think my third cold front. So I spent a couple of nights stealth camping when it was in the 30s. But I was able to ride south and get out of those the following day. Anyway, this one's a pretty large one. And In Cotulla, they have a KOA campground. I should be there before too long. Sit out the rest of this cold day, the rest of this rain. It's supposed to be rain tomorrow too, but if I can get out today, it'd be wonderful. So anyway, I can barely see you. Like I said, you gotta laugh. Hey, I made it to the KOA campground. This is Gary at the KOA. Man, he's gone out of his way, gave me a little bit of discount, which was nice for my tent site for the night. And he's kind of showing me this room they've got set up for tonight. Got it decorated up for the kids. Going to be open all night long. Got the laundry area right back over here, and Gary's gone out of his way to be very helpful and friendly. And I appreciate you so far, Gary.
Absolutely, brother. Wouldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't have it any other way. I give you props for what you're doing, man. I wish I had the energy to do it.
Gary's such a good guy. He's got somebody looking for an extension cord and a heater for my tent tonight because he's worried about me. He even said if I got too cold, he said, go in the lobby. He said, this is going to be open all night. He said, go in there and sleep on the couch and watch TV or something. Doggone it, man. This is great. That's a nice guy. Just in case anybody asks or wonders, I've been pretty isolated this whole trip. But when I do get around people, I do use my buff, or I have a face mask that Michelle made that's one of my favorites. Except when I get around people and I'm doing quick video clips or just taking pictures, then I'll drop my mask. A lot of the people I see out here because of the COVID are wearing masks, and then some people just don't seem to care or get it. I don't know. Anyway, so I've been trying to take care of myself and masking up. You know what? For a day that started out cold and wet, pretty crappy, even my phone didn't want to take a charge. It was flashing across my phone. Moisture detected, unplugged charger. I finally got that dried out, got my phone started charging, but Gary went and got a brand spanking new little heater. And then they ran an extension cord for me. I didn't even have to do anything. Ran to that electrical outlet over there. I don't know if you can see it. Now I'm gonna tell you what, there's a man that really cares. A good-natured guy that would just do anything for you. My quilt is rated for 10 degrees. I always go way over and above. I'm a cold sleeper, and it's easy to kick it off when you don't need it. And I would rather do that than need it and not have it. Anyway, I would have been fine, and I've slept in a whole lot colder. But doggone it, that's just nice, isn't it? So we're having Campbell's Chunky Old Fashioned. Man, let's take a look. Yeah, it's just about ready too. Little soup for the soul. That's going to be good. Look at that. Hey, this is nice today. And with all the ice and snow north of me, I'm just below it. I've got sunshine. The skies look really nice. And I think the temps today are only supposed to be in like the low to mid 60s. This is wonderful for cycling. It's kind of getting that time of the afternoon where I'm starting to look for some stealth camping spots. It's going to be tough on this road. Highway 624 going east. And anyway, I definitely will not be stealth camping over here. U.S. Navy installation. What the crap? That's all you can do out here is just test your bombs, I guess. About some wild pigs on the side of the road. Suey pig. Well, doggone it, I didn't get as many miles in today as I wanted to. Found this spot between these trees and this high fence. kind of give me a place to hide for the night. There hasn't been many places, so I could have got a few more miles in today, but you got to take advantage of these stealth spots when you can find them. Anyway, I wound up doing 69 miles today, and as y'all know, 15 to 18 of that was a waste because of the little snafu with the Google Maps. Anyway, just is what it is. Thanks for watching, y'all. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the support. The people on Instagram that have been following me have been giving amazing support. I mean, it's just amazing, the inspiration they've been giving me, and the encouragement and everything else has been great. I appreciate you guys. I really do. Anyway, supper time. Eat a little something. Get stretched out over there in the old La Casa. We're almost to the end of it, y'all. It's been kind of a long, drawn-out series, but man, I've had so many hours and hours and hours to delete from every episode that comes out. It's just crazy. But that's a long trip. I did a lot of videoing. Anyway, hey, I appreciate y'all being here, and stay tuned for episode 8. We're getting close. Don't forget, the best thing for your inside is outside. We'll see you later.